launch pads as of now are full, and infiltration attempts are being made every day to infiltrate the terrorists into Kashmir Valley to disrupt peace. In one such attempt, on 21st of August, we have apprehended 2 Pakistani nationals, 2 पाकिस्तान के बशिंदे जो लश्कर तोयबा से ताल्लुकात रखते हैं. 2 Pakistani citizens who belong to proscribed terrorist outfit Lashkar Toiba were apprehended live by the Indian Army. I would be showing you the videos of these 2 gentlemen, and thereafterwards we would be terrorist outfit Lashkar Toiba were apprehended live by the Indian Army. I would be showing you the videos of these 2 gentlemen, and thereafterwards we would be taking any questions which you have. Can we have the videos, please?
मेरी 36 साल हुई है और मैं पाकिस्तान और दिल्ली छोड़ से आया हूँ. गाँव मेरा बंद है और मैं मुजाहिदीन का काम करता हूँ लश्कर तोयबा के साथ. और फिर मैंने पहले एक आपे की काशिफार में की है और मेरे साथ नजीर उसने एक ही काम शुरू किया अपने टेबल पर. 4-5 साल हो गए हैं मैंने. और उसके बाद हमने प्लानिंग बनाई है कि हम बादल क्रॉस करके जाएंगे और आगे दूसरा विजय पीर और दूसरे विजय के बाद में होगी उनके साथ विद्यार्थी थे 3-4 और उनका नाम मैं बताना चाहता हूँ. बाजार शरीफ, बाजार नाइम कासफ और सफाई हकीम और उसके साथी जो है. मेरे साथी जो है वो है यूनुस है, मंदिरी शोएब और उसके साथी जो है.
मेरा नाम मोहम्मद नजीम, उम्र 20 साल. मेरे वालिद साहब का नाम मोहम्मद आरफ खान है. मैं पाकिस्तान के शहर रावलपिंडी फैक्ट्री से तलब रखता हूँ. मैं एक मुजाहिद हूँ. मैं लश्कर तोयबा से तलब रखता हूँ. मैंने लश्कर तोयबा से हासिल की. मेरे साथ मस्जिद और खरीदने की काजबान में ट्रेनिंग दी. मेरा साथ माइंड दी. मेरा पीछे वो ऐसे में पीछे था. हमने मिलकर हमला उस पर करना था. मेरे साथ पाकिस्तान पुलिस के नायक आसिफ हवलदार जहीर में शामिल थे. मैं और खलील पकड़े गए. आज भी काजबान में 10 से 15 मुजाहिद और आर्मी की मदद से हिंदुस्तान में घुसपैठ और हमले की फिरार में है.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, these 2 videos very clearly show how Pakistan, the Pakistan Army and the citizens of Pakistan are being pushed into Kashmir Valley to undertake the terrorist activities inside the Kashmir Valley to disrupt the peace which is prevailing, especially after 5th of August. With this introductory remarks, I would now request Mr. Munir Khan, ADGP Law and Order, to give his introductory remarks. Thereafterwards, we would be open to your questions if you have any. Thank you.
After what you have seen in the videos, it's very clear that the infiltration attempts are being continuously made, not only from Gulmarg sector but from elsewhere also. And many such attempts have been filed by Indian Army so far. Now, as far as the land order thing is concerned, since 5th of August this year, one thing which we have ensured, and touch wood, we have been very successful in that no civil casualty in any law and order action has taken place, and the credit goes to all the forces who are operating on ground, whether it be CRPF, J&K Police, SSB, and so many other forces. Orders and instructions are very clear that we have to avoid any kind of civil casualties, and we are adhering to that. Things are improving gradually, and hopefully things must fall in place and normalcy will return very soon. After these remarks, if you have any questions to us, please. You're welcome.
Councillor, please take the mic.
Lieutenant General Dillon, I would like to know from your side, as you briefed about the situation on borders. So I would like to know the infiltration, what is the quantity of infiltration that had come in, and also the number of launch pads that are across the border, and is there any ammunition that was recovered from these two Pakistanis from Rawalpindi? And another thing, we are not seeing any anti-militancy operation for the last more than 1 month. Why is it so? Is it because of the communication blockade, and don't you think this is giving a breathing time to militants to regroup?
Thank you. First of all, like I said in my opening remarks, Pakistan occupied Kashmir. All the launch pads across the line of control are as of full with the terrorists of various tanzeems. Pakistan is attempting every night and day, in assistance with Pakistan army posts which are there on the line of control. Even these two terrorists who have been captured, they were also housed at the Pakistani forward post of the army, and then they were being guided by the Pakistani regular troops up to the line of control. As the terrorist in his own statement has already told you. So all the launch pads across the line of control, not only opposite Kashmir but also opposite Poonch, Rajouri and Jammu, are full of terrorists of various tanzeems, and every day and night the terrorist activities of infiltration are being attempted. As you are aware, few of them have been neutralized on the line of control, including an incident where 5 to 7 of Pakistani regulars, oblique terrorists, were lying dead on the line of control for a number of days. The hotline message was sent to the DGMO to pick up the bodies of the Pakistani citizens, which they refused to. It's nothing new. In Kargil, they refused to take back the bodies of their soldiers. In this incident, they refused to take back the bodies of their citizens. And now we even have the live terrorists who are Pakistani citizens with us. DGMO of Indian Army has already conveyed it to the DGMO of Pakistan that these individuals, the terrorists on their side, are in our control. And coming down to the point about launch pads, the number of launch pads is immaterial. The number of terrorists who are in the launch pad and who are ready to launch, that is what is more important. And I can tell you, without going into the details, all the launch pads are as of now full with terrorists ready to be launched into Kashmir to disrupt peace. After that, your question was what are the ammunition and all recovered from them? Yes, the warlike stores and some ID material which can be used for making IDs and blowing it up were recovered from these people. And lastly, your point about anti-terrorist operations in the hinterland. Anti-terrorist operations.
तो लश्कर के 2 आतंकियों को पकड़